In the 7th century AD, on the Arabian Peninsula, a new religious force is rapidly emerging. This is Islam, Islam founded by Muhammad. It not only changed the religious landscape, it also launched a tremendous expansion movement. The beginnings of this movement directly collided with the power of the time, Byzantine Empire. There was a fierce struggle between religion and power. The birth of Orchid religion originated in 610. Muhammad in Mecca began to preach the revelation he had received. Not many believers at first, and faced strong opposition from the aristocracy of Mecca. In 622, Muhammad and his followers, forced to move to Medina, this event is called Hijra, and this is not just where Islam started. It also symbolizes Muhammad. From religious leader to political and military leader, Muhammad in Medina established an Islamic, Sharia-based regime and grew rapidly. After the death of Muhammad in 632, the first Hariba of Islam, Abu Bakr and his successor, Omar, began a massive military expansion. Warriors of the Arab tribes, driven by faith and booty, quickly conquered the territories around the Arabian Peninsula. In sharp contrast to this, Byzantine Empire is in the predicament of internal and external troubles. Internal religious disputes and political struggles continue. The external war with the Bassa Empire make the country exhausted. The Byzantine Empire, at this critical juncture, met the burgeoning Islamic prize, doomed to a violent collision. The first major confrontation between the two powers, the Battle of Yarmouk in 636. In this battle, the Islamic army uses flexible tactics, and a strong belief defeated a losing truce army with superior numbers. This victory not only has Islam been entrenched in Syria, the status of Palestine and Egypt, it also completely collapsed the Byzantine Empire's defenses. Victory at the Battle of Yarmouk marks Islam officially entered the stage of Middle Eastern history. The expansion of Islam does not depend on impotence. This is accompanied by a series of ingenious strategies. In newly conquered regions, Islamist regimes have adopted relatively tolerant policies, although non-Muslims are required to pay the Asian tax. But their beliefs and way of life received a great deal of respect. This relatively lenient policy, bringing Islam to new territories, it spread smoothly, won a lot of supporters. In addition to religious and military factors, economic interests are also in Islamic expansion. Played an important role, the Arabian Peninsula is resource poor. The Byzantine Empire and Sassan. The land of the Persian Empire was rich. Business boom by conquering. The Islamic regime has acquired a large amount of land, population and trade resources. It provides a solid foundation for further expansion. In addition, the spoils of the War of Conquest, it also inspired the fighting spirit of the Arab tribes. The conflict between Islam and Byzantium, it reflects the intensity of religious contradictions. The Byzantine Empire as the eastern fortress of Christianity, and Islam, the star religion, there's a deep religious divide. Christianity believes that Islam is at one end. Islam, on the other hand, holds that Christianity is biased in its beliefs. This religious opposition makes war more than just a political and economic struggle. It's a religious battle. In general, the rise and expansion of Islam, it's about religion, political rights, the combined result of economic interests and military conquest. The Byzantine Empire's struggles in internal and external dilemmas. It provided an opportunity for the expansion of Islam. The conflict between Islam and Byzantium, it is inevitable for historical development. It is also a classic case of the collision of religion and power. Today we look back at this history, not just to understand the past, but to draw wisdom from it, understanding religion, the complex relationship between politics and economics. This history shows us the power of faith. It also reveals the brutality of the power struggle. Through this history, we can better understand the current religious and political situation in the world. This leads to more informed decisions. If you love this dive into the past, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic histories.